Hi guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome back to Tiger MILF Podcast.
So describe to people the features of a bipolar manic or hypomanic episode, right? So it's speedy thoughts, not sleeping, inflation, like I figured it out. I understand everything now. The world's clear to me.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Impulsive thought, more likely to kill yourself than when you're depressed, actually, in a manic state.
I think that was a mixed episode I had.
Yeah,
I was like, yes, I can do this. I just have to go forward. And then I have this just
something.
like guilt and sadness, like, wow, I've been betrayed by my husband, by people I work with, by people I trust to work to a show with. Everybody betrayed me. I'm just a piece of shit. So that it was a mixed state. I had tears, but also I felt very high.
Yeah.
I just had to go
excessive shopping, sexual acting out, all that.
Nobody wants to fuck me, so that's we'll channel that out. I have to find out who should I fuck.
You were thinking that way.
I mean, I just I tried one night stands and it didn't work out for me because I got attached and I feel the shame that is so much greater than the pleasure of the sex. So I don't do that anymore. Not because I don't want to. It's just there's
a too big a consequence.
Yeah, I can't afford it mentally. It got me into this spiral shame and sadness and being abandoned and loneliness. It got into a major depression. Every
Where's
time
the abandonment coming from?
What?
Where does the abandonment come from?
I think I never had anyone claim me. Like I was abandoned since I was born.
So
I knew
never good attachments, insecure attachment.
Yes. I never had my mom and my dad we love you. We are here for you. A very get-go is that you are lucky to be here. You should be dead, but you're not because we care about you. But don't do this. If you do that, they manipulated you with that. Yeah, so that's what I know. My grandpa showed me real love. My grandpa is my father's side. He showed me the real love. And but I had to leave him when I got in middle school. I used to stay with grandpa when I was little, when mom was working in the restaurants and hotel. But when I went to middle school, school becomes such a major thing. I don't see grandpa as much. He doesn't communicate. We don't have a phone. I can't call him, tell him what's going on.
Even now.
Now I don't talk to him so much, but I do support him financially. So I knew love from my grandpa. My grandpa always defended me. And I would be called out, hey, you shouldn't be doing this little play. You are not a pretty girl. Grandpa's like, no, she's the most pretty girl. What are you talking about?
Good.
And then they would have the little hairstyles for the pretty girls with braids long. And then the girls wouldn't help me with my hair. And then I would go home and cry. My grandpa would put the flowers in my hair and make a long braid for me. Be like, you are the most beautiful. That's the first person telling me I'm beautiful is my grandpa. So I felt something, love from him, but it wasn't consistent. Not because he didn't love me, because he's older. We don't communicate. It's not the Chinese people don't really communicate. It's just everything is not in the words. It's just you hold it down in your heart. It's heavy like the mountains, not really soft and beautiful like the water.
Well, it's not expressed.
Not expressed. Yeah. So I don't get so that's why I always end up with guys who want to love bomb me because I need words of confirmation. I never had that in my life.
And so why don't those work out?
They just need something from me temporarily. And when they get it from me, they just show me the other side. And I realize that they are using me. So I just move on.
What do they use you for?
Before I met I had a real love, this guy in college, but I was too stupid because he did everything right. He was sweet. He's there for me. He's handsome. He loves me. He's a scientist. He's not very wordy. He doesn't say cute things I want to hear as much as I want to, but he always show up. He's always there. And I didn't want to be with him anymore. I just thought he was boring.
Boring, yeah.
Yeah, but
clingy, boring, uncomfortable.
Just annoying.
So that's the abandonment and the trauma and all that.
Yeah.
And the alcoholism too. He wasn't an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So, just a simple thing, I think I mentioned to you last time, is that, all your traumas and alcoholic dad and all that will sort of form your love map or attachment maps. And so when you are really into somebody, like you feel lightning bolts, is going to be not a good guy for you.
Yeah, it is alert.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Right.